Hello everyone, welcome back. Got a few things to show you. A few things that took a long time to build, but as you can see, I've got a lot of, I basically finished upgrading the appearance of this village. Changed all the cobblestone over to cobbled deep slate and all the oak to birch. Birch logs, birch stair, roof, shingle things. And even changed the stone here into polished deep slate, cobblestone into polished deep slate, and this fun little thing with the bee house here. I actually left some oak there because I thought it looked pretty cool. Just having a stripe of slightly darker wood in between the dark cobblestone and the light birch. Maybe I'll use that idea again in the future, who knows. Did a lot of exploring in the caves beneath this village. Not going to show you that, that would take too long. Even changed the planters over. And I moved some farms closer. This one used to be over there. And this farthest one over here used to be down over there. So this place looks pretty cool now. I like it. And I think I've done everything in that village I need to. Oh, I did also put some livestock pens up there, but I'm not going to show you those. Those aren't interesting. They're just little holes in the ground. Oops. And I did a lot of work leveling up villagers in that village and in my iron farm, which also took a long time. And I've got this horse. He's really fast, if you didn't notice. I think the only other thing worth showing / mentioning is a little work on the chicken farm, and I also added another portal because I needed to get some nether quartz from the nether to complete one part of the chicken farm, which I'm just about to show you now. So you may recall the top floor, chickens lay eggs, they get collected by these hoppers, which take those eggs down to the second level where there is a machine that I've shown you before, which throws those eggs down into the bottom level, or what was the bottom level. My big project that I was working on just before I took this video was to replace the floor with hoppers, and then to have those hoppers feed into a sorting machine that would sort the meat into the first chest, the feathers into the second chest, and the eggs into the third chest. The chickens will just lay eggs as they're standing around doing nothing, but the bottom floor is the slaughter floor, the place where I would go to kill the chickens to get their meat and feathers. And this would pick all of that up for me and collect it all easily into one centralized location. And then I was going to have a little machine that would feed the eggs out of that sorter up back into that middle level where they could be tossed down by that machine to make even more chickens, so that this chicken farm would be even faster at producing chicken. That's all I've got for you in this world, and if you haven't noticed already, I unfortunately got myself killed. When I was in the middle of that big project, I walked away, and I think I had my inventory up and thought I had the game paused. I hadn't had it paused. I came back, I was dead. I used some cheat commands to get myself back into the game so I could show you what I accomplished before I close the book on this one. It's sad, but it happens. This game was in Cliffs and Caves 2, is in Cliffs and Caves 2, which creates all this beautiful verticality that we see in this river valley gorge. I really like this location, it just looks really cool. But I have another game that I had shelved from earlier that was part of the Cliffs and Caves 1 update, which didn't have all the verticality in it, didn't have all the crazy caves and stuff. which is why I put that game on hold, because I wanted to experience the new content, and I feel like I've really experienced that now. So I'm going to go back to that game. I'm going to show it to you right now, because this game is a lot further along than the ones I've been showing you lately. If you've watched the entire playlist of the Minecraft minis, you might recognize this little building that has another portal in it. I built that on one of the early videos in this playlist. I also showed off this Beehive House, which is really ornate by comparison to most of the Beehive houses that I build, which are usually either dirt or wood. I have two villager housing barracks. This one for your normal, every sort of villager, and this one over here for librarians that have all of the enchantments that a person could want. I have a pumpkin farm and some farmland over here. It's even lit up so it'll grow when the sun can't shine on it, or where the sun can't shine on it. This is my Librarian Barracks, where I can get all of my enchantments that I need for my gear, like Silk Touch or Sharpness or whatever. I have very well enchanted gear here. I am into the late game in this world, so I'm excited to be coming back to it now. Let's see over here, got a big sugar cane plantation or farm area. These are some canals I built to get villagers from way over there to over here, where I could get them into these barracks buildings. This canal goes over to the other side so that I could get the villagers over to the other barracks that you've seen there. And there it goes through the hill. Let's see. There's one other thing I wanted to show you. This was just a fun little thing that I built because it was going to be easy to build, and I didn't know how long I was going to live in this world. I didn't realize that this was going to be the world where I was actually going to start getting all the advancements in the game. That's my goal of these different hardcore worlds that I've been playing, is to get a game on hardcore where I've gotten all of the advancements. And on some of them I've made quite a bit of progress. But, I die so often in hardcore games, it's really kind of terrible, that I like to just build something that I can remember the world by, or something that can make the world fun and interesting for me. And what I did here is I grew a dark oak tree, and then I expanded it a little bit to make it look like it was an even bigger dark oak tree than the kind you normally can build. And basically you see down there where there's supposed to be the roots, and then this is the trunk. It's an old dead tree, it's a hollow log. It fell over a long time ago and rotted, whatever, but this part is still here. That's the idea anyway. It's kind of pretty but interesting and very simple. I was able to build it very quickly. And it gives me a nice little lookout spot to look at everything that I've made so far. It's pretty nice. You can see over there I've got some wolves that I've been breeding and some cats that I've been breeding. And I'll show you a couple of other things that I've been breeding. I've got livestock, and I've got not exactly a chicken farm, but I do have that same machine that I've shown before that automatically throws eggs. To make that a little bit more efficient, I'll end up building a chicken farm. The next things I'm probably going to build in this world are a chicken farm and an iron farm, like I do in most of them. Got a bunch of furnaces here. I've got this crazy sail-looking thing that I built to make a very long drop chamber to get one of the achievements. Before I realized that it didn't need to be that tall. I've got horses I've been breeding, I've got foxes I've been breeding, I've got donkeys, I've got mules. I used to have mountain goats. They managed to get out of their pen. That's about it. So I'm excited to be back in this world again, excited to share with you everything that I've managed to accomplish here. This is my mind. And build a whole bunch of new things and get all of those achievements. So once again, thank you all for watching. I hope you have a wonderful day, and we'll see you again soon with even more stuff.